everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Majestic speaking with another episode of Mech Warrior Online here, and today is a giveaway results video for the Marauder Iic event that I was holding for the entire month of October. And before we actually dive into the results of the winners, I just wanted to extend a huge thank you to every single one of you who actually participated and sent in a submission for this event. It was overwhelming towards the end. I mean, in the beginning, it was a month-long event. This is the longest event that I actually held. And in the beginning, I was getting a little bit here and there, a couple submissions, and I was like, oh, you know, I honestly, I thought you guys completely forgot about the event. I mean, 2 weeks in, and I was getting like a submission here and there. But then that 2-week mark hit, and 2 weeks up until 11:59 on October 31st, my inbox just got inundated with submissions. Unbelievable scores from you guys and your Marauders. Fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, I know it's explicit, but seriously, you guys deserve a ton of credit for the submissions that you guys submitted. This probably was the most intense, competition that I've held at this point. And in looking at these scores, holy crap. Man, you know, I took days after this competition was over, not only to collect every submission, but then more days on top of that to actually review everything together in order to actually consolidate to 4 people at the for the top 4. I mean, if I could give every single one of you a pack, I would. Again, if I could, I would, and unfortunately I can't. But just congratulations to every single one of you. These rounds that you guys submitted are unbelievable. I haven't seen scores like this in the Marauders really since their release. And you guys deserve a ton of credit for, how you guys perform in these things. I didn't even know these guys were, capable of these scores. I thought, I'm not even going to suggest scores because they blew my mind, really. So thank you again to everyone who sent in a submission. I really do appreciate it. Please do not be upset if you're not on this list. Again, I'm doing these giveaways for you guys as just a little token of giving back and saying thank you for all the support that you've given me at this point. And the last thing I want is anyone to really take this so seriously where they're actually upset about it. I really don't want it to be that case. And if that is the case, then, I'd have to look back and think about, a different way if I do want to do giveaways. But I figured everyone enjoys the spirit of friendly competition, and that's really what I wanted to instill here. These guys stopped making their way out there on the battlefield. People do take them, but they're just rarer out there on the battlefield because other people find other options and newer mechs that they want to take out that might perform more to their liking. So, I wanted to do this competition to instill that fire that everyone has in enjoying their Marauders. These are very iconic mechs in the Battletech lore. And, you guys certainly showed some appreciation for them for this giveaway. So I just wanted to point that out. Please don't be upset if you're not on this list. I hope you enjoyed the spirit of competition, whether you're on it or not. I reviewed every submission, and I thank you so much for all the emails and kind words that you guys sent. So with that being said, that was a very, very long intro, but let's move on to the actual winners. I know that's what you guys are here for. This is what you want to see. You want to see how you guys actually stacked up against your peers in any capacity with these Marauders. First up is vontski. Sir, you had an unbelievable round, didn't you? 2 killing blows, 9 assists, 3 times doing the most damage, 12-17 total damage with 10 components destroyed. He was playing Assault Game Mode on Crimson Strait. And if we take a look at his team score, he did a 749 match score round in his Bounty Hunter, it looks like. I don't know, he sent this blurry-ass... Both of these are really blurry-ass photos. Are you on Microsoft Word in the background? What did you casually sat there and were like, you know what, I'm on Microsoft Word, but you know what, I'm just gonna do some mech stomping for a bit, and you pump out this score? I don't know, that you got some hilarious points for this one. So excellent job, vontski. You did a fantastic job in your round, certainly deserving of a pack. And even if I look at the rest of how your team did and everything, I see that you had a Zeus here that didn't do much and a Pirate's Bane that didn't do much. You know, the Zeus, I'm not sure what happened, but that's a lot of tonnage to lose, and it was probably early on in the match if I had to guess. And this Pirates Bane was probably scouting for you guys, and under that ECM umbrella, I'm guessing, did 42 damage and probably just got caught in a bad spot. So it looks like you guys might have been down a couple mechs early on. I mean, I know that there might be some low damage scores on the other end, but when I'm looking at the mechs that they took out, certainly not conducive to, you know, being an early exit. You know, it looks like a dragon and then 2 Jaeger mechs. So the fact that they were still out there on the battlefield, slower mechs, and you know, just might not have dealt damage or might not have hit their targets with their shots, whatever the case was, looks like your Lance in particular really pulled a lot of weight. So congratulations, vontski, certainly deserving of one of these mech packs. Unbelievable job. You didn't lose any points for the blurriness. I hope everyone in the video, you know, you guys can make it out when this actually renders and goes up on YouTube. So, you know, again, congratulations. Top damage score out of all the submissions, certainly deserving of it, especially in a bounty hunter. I give you a lot of credit for it, especially even on this map. It's a very tough map to play and get that kind of score, because once everyone kind of funnels into a specific point on the map, the match can escalate very quickly. So to do that, you probably did a consistent amount of damage over time, which definitely stood out to me. So congratulations, vontski, certainly deserving of a pack. Next up on our list is the Haterade. Mr. Haterade does it again. 4 killing blows, 6 assists, 6 times doing the most damage, 1,165 damage, dealt 13 components destroyed. Absolutely incredible round. He was playing on River City in skirmish game mode, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, if you guys know how River City typically runs, it starts off at a long range kind of trade, but then it usually either focuses around the Citadel or even over the bridge towards the upper city. Those are typically the places where you encounter a majority of the escalations of the battle. So the fact that there was 1,165 damage dealt, he assisted killing half the team, killed a third of the team, and took off 13 different components on each of these kills or assists or whatever he did, is absolutely incredible. And when I look at his team score, he was one, again, of 5 mechs remaining. And clearly, we probably had a disconnect on his side. Then you also had one of the Hellbringers not even do 100 damage, and he got killed pretty quickly. It must have gotten killed pretty quickly. An Ebonjag that didn't really do so well for his team. A Jaeger mech that didn't do so well for his team. A Spider that probably got taken out maybe scouting. And even a Stormcrow that was pretty much kind of suboptimal. The fact that this damage score shows what it is, I can only imagine that Haterade did a lot of pinpoint damage. And he was definitely coring out components, maybe hitting a lot of XL engines, taking torsos off and getting those kill shots. On the assists, you know, again, probably taking off components, and then his team was cleaning up. This really sticks out to me, because if you look at the other side, very, very balanced amongst each of these lances that they had here. So the fact that he was able to kind of carry, if you ask me, because, I mean, he almost doubles everyone. I mean, except for this guy right here in his Atlas. He doubled everyone else, at least. So, you know, I have to give credit where credit's due. An unbelievable individual effort here. 738 was his match score. 4 kills, 6 assists. Unbelievable job, Haterade. Definitely deserving of one of the mech packs. Fantastic work across the board. Obviously, you know, this is more of an individual, you know, triumph here. And it certainly shows, even through just the screenshots, I can only imagine what had to have been done in order to get this kind of score with this kind of result. So again, congratulations. Job well done. Third up on our list is Mr. Crocodile. And with his score, he got 3 kills, 6 assists, 5 times, doing the most damage, 1081 damage overall, with 10 components destroyed. He was playing on the Mining Collective during Domination game mode. And the one thing that I want to point out that stood out about this match in particular is the battle time. If you guys know how intense Mining Collective can be, especially during Domination game mode, everyone is pretty much usually NASCARing around the center. I mean, you can only imagine how majority of those games go when you have that centerfold and then, two ramps going up either side and access in there between. So ultimately, you know how these matches usually wind up going, but ultimately over 5 minutes and 18 seconds, so just under that 10-minute mark on the counter, he was able to put out almost 1,100 damage, which to me is just absolutely incredible. I know that these matches escalate quickly, so the fact that he was able to even put down that much damage, get that many kills and assists, and destroy that many components over that time span is absolutely crazy when you think about it in context, because a majority of the times, a match might run 7-8 minutes. So when you're obviously beating that typical timestamp by a couple minutes even, and putting down this kind of score is definitely worthy of standing out. So if we actually look at the rest of the team score and everything like that, you do kind of have like an alpha on each side. I mean, Dr. Awkward was in his Cyclops, so he was in an assault, and even then, Crocodile was pretty much able to stay right there with them, except ultimately, because of the fact that they killed the rest of the team, they completed the objective, and he even survived with 4 other, mates there. So ultimately, a fantastic individual and team effort. Excellent work, Crocodile. Certainly deserving of one of these packs. I mean, I just can't get over that timestamp. It's just to put down that kind of damage in that amount of time. You almost think that these guys were lining up for him so they could just get completely annihilated one by one. So excellent job, Crocodile. Certainly deserving of a pack. Job well done. And now, last but not least, we have the 4th and final entry for the giveaway. And that is, if I could get a drum roll, please, Mr. Solid Jack on River City Assault Game Mode. 3 kills, 5 assists, 4 times doing the most damage, 1073 damage. He did deal 75 team damage, but he also dealt 11 component destructions. And that, I mean, again, all of these rounds that I've showed you guys are over 1,000 damage. And simply put, I just didn't think that these mechs were capable of doing that. So when you look at these scores, both from an individual perspective, and now as I'm scrolling down here, if we look at how he survives with only 1 other friendly here in Assault Game Mode, obviously they killed the rest of the team. They did not cap the opponent's base. And despite this very pretty consolidated, even distribution on the other side, for his opponents, he was able to put down not only a fantastic score for himself, maybe even carried a little bit of the team. I'm not sure how the end of the round worked out, but hey, he's got a couple other, or he's got one at least, other Marauder friend with him and a bounty hunter. Maybe he was trying to compete too. But in any case, that is a fantastic round from an individual perspective. And the fact that he was one of only 2 mechs that survived, in Assault Game Mode, River City, certainly a tough feat to do. So ultimately, I just thought that was certainly deserving of the 4th slot. So again, congratulations to Solid Jack, congratulations to the rest of the winners. I really do appreciate all of the submissions that were sent in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this competitive little spin on the Marauder Iic giveaway. But before we close out this video, there's one last thing that we do need to address, and that, of course, is the lucky dog. We have one more winner that I felt was deserving to be on this list that might have just missed the top 4 slots in the competition, but still felt was deserving of a spot in this video. And that lucky dog will be receiving again another pack for the Marauder Iic. So just like the top 4, the lucky dog is also going to get the same thing. So congratulations. But before we actually reveal the winner, I do want to say this lucky dog might surprise you. It's not built around the match score or necessarily damage or anything like that. It's just a very rare feat that you'll see out there on the battlefield nowadays. And it's an individual accomplishment, but you just don't see it very often. And so I just felt that because this was one of the submissions, that it definitely was deserving of this final spot, because I know how tough it actually is to get it. It took me, almost a year and a half to get it myself. So without further ado, I would like to share with you the final submission, the final winner, the lucky dog of the Marauder Iic giveaway. Colonel Kraken and his round on Grim Plexus Assault game mode. The reason for him being the lucky dog was strictly based off the killing blows. He got the ace of spades. And I don't know if this was the first time that he did it, if it was the second time he did it, might have been the fifth time he did it for all I know. But that is a very, very hard accomplishment. 7 kills in the game on one round is pretty tough. So whether it's luck or just, you know, in the right place at the right time, skill, whatever you want to call it, 7 kills. It's very tough. Other than the Death Star, which I've only seen a handful of times, it's the toughest individual achievement to get out there on the battlefield, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. So 7 kills, you know, and if I look, and to back it up even further, if I look at the team score, it was very evenly distributed for the most part. But again, he was only one of 2 mechs remaining on his side. They were playing Assault, so you know they weren't capping the base. They got all the kills. And even with this guy, in this Kodiak 3, doing 1230 and killing 5 of his teammates, Kraken rallied, helped out the rest of the team, along with Inatom in his Marauder 5M. And they were the 2 remaining mechs on their side to ultimately carry their team to victory. Fantastic round of gameplay, Kraken. Excellent job. Certainly deserving of the lucky dog on this video for the Marauder Iic giveaway. For those of you who won, just some quick notes. Again, send in your or email me and let me know where you would like your gift codes to be sent, whether it was the email that you submitted to me or if it's another one. I know some people would like, you know, it's sent to a different email than the one they originally submitted with. There's one for, you know, business, one for home, one for leisure, whatever. So just tell me which one you want me to send your codes to. Either leave it in the comment section below, or you can send me a private message or email. I'll be checking all of that. I have all of your codes ready, so as soon as you guys just let me know where you'd like me to send the code, I will follow up immediately in sending those codes out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the giveaway. I know I had a blast reviewing all of these submissions. Some fantastic rounds of gameplay. You guys are excellent Marauder pilots. I think I need to take some notes because these are just some excellent rounds that I've never really even seen these kind of scores in this particular mech. So you guys certainly deserve some credit. Every single one of you sent in a fantastic submission. That's really all I have left to say. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much again for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please remember to hit that like button. Check out the links in the description. Feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything that you want to post in the comment section. I'll be reading everything. So please feel free to do so. Use it as much as you want. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, guys.